Hello, good morning students. Please subscribe the channel, drop a like, share and comment. This is Progressive Monthly Magazine, January 2025, exercise number 5 and 6 on the speed of 100 words per minute. Start. I welcome all of you to the first meeting of the Parliamentary Consultative Committee of the Ministry of Communications. We are in the midst of an information and communication revolution. This revolution is bringing about fundamental changes in every aspect of life at the national and international levels. It has also opened the prospect of India emerging as an information technology superpower. This prospect will become a reality only if we create a modern nationwide telecommunications infrastructure at the earliest. Telecommunications is also by itself an accelerator of economic growth. The telephone is no longer a luxury but an indispensable tool in every conceivable economic activity. For example, the large network of STD or ISD booths established by the Department of Telecommunications in a short span, and we can see these booths even in small towns today, has immensely benefited small entrepreneurs and the common person. Experts have calculated that 1% increase in telephony density results in a 3% increase in GDP. As you would make out from the agenda notes, this information and communication revolution has, unfortunately, largely bypassed rural India. The National Telecom Policy of 1994 had envisaged universal access and availability of basic telecom services on demand. We are way behind achievement of this objective. The failure is most glaring in meeting the target of at least one village public telephone for each of the 6 lakh villages in the country. More than half of these 6 lakh villages still do not have even a single telephone in, not to mention other sophisticated forms of communications. Moreover, the telephone density in such of the villages which do have a connection is very low. This should be matter of concern for all of us. My government will not allow the rural urban divide to get further widened because of failures in policy and implementation to meet our goal in rural telephony. My vision is to see every Indian village connected with the global village that is being created by the information and communication revolution. The failure in the area of rural telephony cannot be seen in isolation from the flaws in the National Telecom Policy of 1994 and its implementation. Today, everybody recognizes that the reforms in the telecom sector, particularly relating to investment in basic and cellular services by private operators, have failed. The country cannot, therefore, afford any further delay in resolving the many problems in the telecom sector which my government has inherited from the past. As I have stated on several occasions, we have both the political will and the competence to unravel these knots in the most transparent manner. In doing so, we will be guided solely by national interests to which all other sectoral interests must become subordinate. As a first step, we have created a high powered group on telecommunications under the chairmanship of Shree Singh. It has been mandated to recommend to the government on the following: 1. Create a strong, independent, and credible regulatory framework by strengthening the Telecom Regulatory Authority of India. The government will move to suitably amend the TRAI Act if found necessary by the group to achieve this objective. 2. To resolve all issues in the telecom sector, including the license fee structure for basic and cellular operators, to ensure fastest proliferation of telecom services in India, including in rural areas. As I have stated before, the government will take suitable action in this matter before the end of the year. 3. To formulate a new national telecom policy to address, among other things, the revolutionary phenomenon of the convergence of telecom, IT, media, and consumer electronics. This suggests that we may have to create a common policy and regulatory framework for telecom, broadcast, cable, internet, and other aspects of convergence. All this will require the evolution of implementation of rational spectrum policy based on best international experience. In dealing with this important task, I have directed the group not to tinker with the issues but to come up with a fundamental and lasting solution that will both meet the needs of the country and also take into account the rapid technological changes in this dynamic sector. Otherwise, within a few years, India might once again face problems similar to the ones we are dealing with today. The solution must, among other things, address the national objective of rural telephony. We cannot expect the DOT alone to undertake this important social obligation. Private operators will have to share this responsibility and meet their targets speedily. There is also a need to use many different technologies simultaneously, especially wireless, to ensure cost effective and rapid spread of telephones in villages and hilly areas. The solution must also result in further strengthening the Department of Telecommunications in order to successfully face the increasing competition in the coming years. There are many examples in the world where state owned telecom organizations have become major players.